else we're expecting. Oh my god, this shit is so loud again. What the heck? Where is it? I'll just like, I'll post that on the announcement chat. I want to go back to the, yeah, my channel right there. So I gotta refresh this one. And this thing is still loud again. What the heck? Alright. Yeah, let me just like load this up now, because it's just about to start. Wait, did it just started? They're supposed to start in like 10 minutes. What the heck? Alright, sorry about that, guys. So anyway, as of this moment, I just had to rest for a bit. So unfortunately, sorry for the delay of the stream. Unfortunately, I did not get out of the stream today because unfortunately the problem is that I had to rest for just a bit to hopefully shut this computer up. But unfortunately, it's still bad. Still going loud even though I rested for just a bit. But yeah, anyway guys, we're going to be doing today's, we'll be back for, yep, we're going to do right now is go to part 2 of the live stream. So let me go get ready for this while I can.
Basketball fans, now's the perfect time to give FanDuel a shot. Just sign up with promo code DUNK to bet the NBA playoffs risk-free, exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. 21 plus in President, New Jersey. First online real money wager only. Refunds issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Unique, trendsetter.
Where's my bot thing? Where is it? Oh, did I took that out? I must have took it out. No, I didn't. for some obvious reason. I thought I took out reactions on the channel. What happened to that? I'll just make another one. Stop the existing ones then. Should be fine at the very moment now. And my stepcan's still there. What's happened? Oh my god, I hate the loudness of this. Why can't it stop for a second? I swear to God. Oh, it's not Mako stream. What the heck? Ew. No, thank you.
Welcome back. Sunny here. I haven't seen wands like this in a while. Literally zombies that are wizards. It's insane. Look, Dumbledore! I'm a wizard too!
Oh god, why the frick is Ninja there? What the heck is going on with this? Why is Ninja actually there? Yeah, I gotta go check this out really quick. Okay, seriously, Ninja, get out of here. I don't want to watch Ninja. Ninja cringe. Ninja overrated and cringe. Well, actually, I don't care about it much anymore, but whatever. Back for part 2. This thing is so freaking loud. I have to refresh this, really? Come on. Don't. Game, don't do this to me, please. It's just about to start in like 5 more minutes. What the hell? Let me just clog up some of this stuff so it doesn't like... Okay, it's about to start now. I was like, what happened to my stream? It's like, what happened? Alright, here we go. Let's pause this shit.
G4 is going to be great, folks.
I just can't wait to see your interaction with Code B.
Honestly, I don't know if I'm ready for that, personally.
I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah.
So let me know when that goes down.
I'll tell you what I can't wait to do.
Tell us, Greg.
Get to my PC and go to Steam. If you go to Steam right now, you'll find on the very front page an E3 link. There it is. You click on it. And
Too late. It's already the last day.
Every game we've talked about showcase had anything to do
Okay,
with
never mind.
during our 4 days here. Of course, you can wish list, you can pre-order, you can have a good time. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. There it is. Go get to the rescue right there. Click on that. That's the one. They need you. Fallen Aces. Click on that one. Go for Cat Cafe Manager.
yeah.
Everything from Freedom Games.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Everything for free. We keep putting them over, and for no reason, because they're great. So yeah, get all those games. Wish list them all.
And hey, while you're
No,
spending
I'm not
money,
getting all of
have
them.
you
No,
ordered
thank
E3
you.
merch yet? If not, check out e3expo.com/shop and get your order in today.
Bomber
All right.
jackets on point.
Very nice, very nice.
Long enough for us.
I know,
Do you
right?
know this is sleeve
I
length?
know, it's very, very nice.
I like it.
Now, the big question is, what would you guys like to see here from Bandai Namco Presents House of Ashes?
I am not familiar with this,
Sure.
but I have been told that it is scary. And I don't do well with scary.
Yeah.
You know, you asked about Code Miko. It's scary. I don't know if I can handle that.
That's a different kind of scary.
Yeah,
That is
true.
a much different.
So I'm looking forward to, you know, a different kind of tone of presentation.
Would you like me to hold your hand during this presentation?
Sure, Poppy. I'm okay with that. You know, that's great.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, everybody, of
House
course,
of
this is going to be
Ashes?
Bandai Namco. I still want to say
What
name
is this
for
one?
Bandai. So when they changed the name, it was years ago, and it still screws me up to this day. Of course, they're working with Supermassive Games on the Dark Picture Anthology, a whole bunch of different horror games that are coming out in quick succession. This is the 3rd one in the anthology already, but if you didn't know them before, of course, Supermassive made Until Dawn, a breakout PlayStation hit that then led to this deal. Of course, they've done Man of Medan already. Now they did Little Hope, and now it's time to see more of House
Just
of
raise
Ashes.
this a little
So
bit.
this one's an exciting, different thing, right, Jackie?
Well, I have been closely monitoring every trailer, any gameplay that has dropped on this, and
Bullshit.
it is so
Closely monitoring.
scary.
Bullshit.
Like, I really cannot emphasize that enough. But for me, it has to be more than scary, and it has to be more than these terrifying aliens. For some reason, the story really hits with me, and you can also tell that they've invested so much time into this project. And I'm really hoping we get more of an inside look here, because I am on board, and it is bloody and gory and aliens, and
Aye.
yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah,
of course.
not your cup of tea, but 100% mine.
You know what? Hey, I'm here for it,
Drink
though. I'm
it
going to
up,
watch it. I'm going to watch
baby.
it all.
So, yeah.
Opposing forces get dropped into a Sumerian temple, right? And all sorts of supernatural elements start
Yes.
popping out. We'll see what's going on here.
Yeah.
So, Golden Boy, we need you to get psyched up. We need you to
Yeah.
get ready
Oh,
for
no,
this game.
I'm excited to watch it. I'm going to be very scared. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go over to the
Should be
media
scared.
area,
Everyone's gonna be
and
scared with
I'm
this
gonna,
shit.
you know,
I mean,
yeah,
Nintendo
I'm gonna
did
be
very
horrified,
well.
'cause
What
it's
is
gonna be great.
expecting
It's
this one's
time,
gonna
though,
be?
for our next presenter. And here, with their 2021 E3 presentation, is Bandai Namco Presents House of Ashes.
Alright, let's get it going. Please be a good one. E3 Nintendo did very well on this one, so I won't be surprised if they do really badly on this. It's just gonna happen, maybe or maybe not. Appropriate for children. Ah! The frick?
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for
That's
blood.
creepy girl shit.
Shall we see how many have fallen into shadow?
Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility. But I strongly suspect it's where chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
Ready to go dark.
To descend into the unknown alone is extremely brave.
Man out, hold fire.
Or extremely foolish.
We're gonna psy out this shit.
Brothers in arms, or will it be a case of each man for himself?
Down, get down! They're up on the ridge! Return fire!
You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices you make. They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
What nightmare have these luckless souls fallen into?
You keep a lookout.
Look out? Look out for what?
One by one, their lights will be snuffed out. Unless you can find the means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed
We have to move. Let's go.
by the void. Will you find the path to salvation? Or be lost in the darkness? Forever.
House of Ashes? Just not a real shooter game.
We're here at Supermassive to talk about the next game in the Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. And I'm joined by exec producer Dan. How you doing?
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Right,
Really cool.
so let's start at the very start. We're going to be talking about House of Ashes for most of the interview, but for those that don't know, tell us about the Dark Pictures anthology.
The Dark Pictures is a series of narrative, story-driven, branching horror stories. Each one is standalone. They each tell a different story, completely separated from the others, but within the same universe, so there is connection between them all. House of Ashes is set at the end of the Iraq War in 2003, with links 4,000 years ago that set the story up.
So tell us more about the theme and themes, I suppose, within House of Ashes.
It starts off with a military unit. They've got some new technology that can look for weapons of mass destruction underground. They think they've identified something in the Zagros Mountains in Iraq, and then as part of that, they come into conflict with an Iraqi unit. There's a pitched firefight, and then the two groups are plunged underground. There's an earthquake of some sort, and it's revealed that there's a hidden temple underground. These big massive structures, but these different groups, they're all separated, radio contact is lost, and they're submerged in this black darkness.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
And then they're going to start hearing things and seeing things, and people are going to start disappearing.
What the just happened?
So this time it's a very real threat.
All of the Dark Pictures games, they all pull something from real life or from history, from fact. What's the case with the myth or historical part of House of Ashes?
So we love looking at and reading myths and legends and stories and doing our research, and we know our fans love it as well because there's something that they can link into afterwards, and I love doing that when I'm playing games or watching movies myself. So this one's set 4,000 years ago, the Akkadian Empire, and this terrible evil that happened. We had this self-proclaimed god king, Naram Sin, and he essentially cursed his people. He sacked this temple and brought famine and devastation to his own people. And so a lot of the history is lost, but we've done a lot of research about it, and then we had a lot of happy accidents that linked into the story we wanted to tell. And the fun thing for us is we get to do our own take on it. We get to twist it, and obviously we've made our own truth from it.
At the end of the sneak peek, the trailer, we saw monsters. Tell us a bit more about what's going on there.
The military unit that you're playing as, they don't really know what they're coming up against. They're not human, they're bigger, they're larger, they're faster. The team aren't going to know if there's one or two of them, or hundreds or thousands of them. And that's kind of the threat with this, you know. They've got guns, maybe they could try and take one of them down. But maybe there's another one around the corner, or maybe there's a group of them, and maybe they're going to get ambushed.
Maybe they're like a cluster.
Exactly,
and
yeah,
they all pop
a
out at
nest,
once.
as it were.
Yeah.
And it's been really fun to work on and see these things move around and how horrific they can be. They're different to us. They perceive the world in a different way. Getting little snippets of it in the darkness, and did I see that? Was it something that moved? Or is it actually just one of the other soldiers that's stuck in the catacomb?
Who's there?
We like to try and misdirect people on things, you know, that did you see something, did you not? And that's a great thing within horror, that you think you're going to be scared right now, and we're not going to scare you now, we'll scare you in a minute when you're not expecting it.
It's always coming.
Yeah, always.
So should we expect a huge amount of peril in the game?
Definitely. We love to do it. You know, it's fun for us to work on. It's horrific as it is, and we know that our fans love it as well. So yeah, there's at least 60 unique deaths, and there's a whole ton of variation on that as well. So Merwin and some of the others, you're going to see different things happening to them depending on how you play it out, you know, getting ripped and shredded and torn, and because there's a firefight, there's going to be bullets flying as well and all kinds of stuff. And it's not just the deaths, it's the gore that goes along with it, and you know, lots of blood.
Wicked. It sounds absolutely terrifying. I'm in.
It was, not gonna lie, man. It's pretty bad.
What differences have you made or changes have you made to the gameplay and mechanics for House of Ashes?
We're always evolving the Dark Pictures. We listen to a lot of the feedback from our fans and also our team, what they want to do, how they want to push things forward. So we tried some stuff in Little Hope with more camera control, 360 cameras at certain parts, and we really leaned on that again, and it really works well. In House of Ashes, lots of the game is set underground, and so these sort of corridors which are really tight and oppressive.
Creepy.
Yeah, indeed. So we've had to learn, because you take away the fixed cameras, and that takes away some opportunities for horror. But we've had to learn new tricks to scare people and ramp up the tension and the chance for jump scares, which some people love. We've also got a new torch mechanic, so it's military themed. So these guys are going to be walking around with weapons, with torches mounted on them. We love the lighting that we do, this sort of really inky black darkness that we have, and sort of the contrast to the bright areas. And so you're going to need to lean on that torch to allow you to see where you're going, what the threat is, and that kind of stuff. We've also done things like added difficulty settings to this game. So in Little Hope we added QTE warning icons as an example, and we've got some really good positive feedback about that, but also some people want to turn that off. We want to allow you to play the game in your way. So with our accessibility settings and difficulty settings, if you want to have a more casual experience, you can change those settings. Still, most of your characters are going to end up dead, but that's
spoilers,
what indeed.
But that's what we come here for. That's okay, we can deal with it. So I've got to ask, what was it like working with Ashley?
So Ashley was fantastic. She researched Rachel, she understood her when she came on the set. It's so refreshing, she knew her inside out. And Rachel is a flawed character, so she brought that through so fantastically. The rest of the cast were fantastic as well.
When we were looking for Joey, Salim helped me.
You didn't tell me this because...
You'd flip your shit.
We want you to connect to these characters and understand them as humans. We want them to seem real, because they're real to us. We spend a long time designing them, and I don't mind if you hate any one individual character, because you don't like everyone in real life. But maybe you'll like them when you see the journey they go on.
Maybe you'll like them once they're dead, and you feel bad about it.
And you feel bad about it, definitely.
Yeah.
But also we want you to save them. We want you to try and save them. We know that some people want to get everyone killed straight away, and that's fine. That's their playthrough, that's what they want to do. But, can you get everyone out alive and save as many as you can?
There's a lot of replayability there.
Indeed,
It goes on forever. I like that. So, last question. Favourite scene?
Favourite scene? So, Salim, our Iraqi soldier, and Jason Kolchak, one of the Marines that's there. There's a way that can play out, and a sort of contest between them, and you can make it go in a number of different ways.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's really emotional. Seeing them film it, I was lucky enough to be there, and then seeing that come through in game, I think we've got something there. I think that's gold. And then, of course, I love scaring people, so I love the jump scares. I love the moments of tension that we bring. We can't hold you in that moment, so we've got some fantastic jokes in there as well to allow you to relax for a moment before we scare you again.
To take your mind off the imminent threat. I like that. Dan, thank you so much. This has been really cool to talk about, and I'm sure, I'm excited and terrified in equal part, and everyone else is just excited, I'm sure of it.
And it's been a real pleasure to speak to you, and I can't wait to get it into people's hands.
It's going to happen.
Wait, wrong one. Wrong,
Before we dive in to House of Ashes, see how scared you got, of course, we want to thank Razer for being one of the E3 2021 sponsors, of course, giving us these tired old blades nobody cares about, but this Blade 14, RTX 3080 built right in, of course, the Razer
I'm taking that.
Thank you so much. No, I'm taking that.
Okay, we'll fight.
Okay, well,
we've done it before.
You know what? I'll take the hand-me-down. I'll be little brother. I'll take the outdated. Nobody wants these anymore, right? Doesn't worry. Golden Boy, you just saw the Dark Pictures anthology.
Yeah.
Your first glimpse of it. We have some reactions from you.
Oh, you do?
They were recording you. They said you were a little scared, not terrified.
Not terrified, thankfully, because it was just a normal trailer, which is fine. There's my face.
You're unsettled for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you don't like that. You
don't like that. No, not a fan of that one either. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I think that was one of the jump scares in the trailer. I got the willies there at the end too.
Yeah.
I am not crazy about horror. I was actually talking to the crew at the back, and I said, it really takes a very twisted
Wait, is that really it?
To come up with these things. But it is impressive, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you heard there in the interview, Dan saying like, "Oh yeah, I love the jump scares. I live for the jump scares."
60 different death animations.
That
was something he
wait,
wanted to make sure.
what?
Of course,
Is
this
it
a
just
choose your
one
own adventure. You've never
presentation?
played
The
a
frick?
dark picture anthology, right? You are moving characters in a third person. You jump around. It's like you're watching a movie. You make choices. Those choices leads to different permutations, different setups, different settings, which leads to different deaths or no deaths if you're really, really good. But that's the idea, right? Is that you're playing in your own horror movie is developing, and then gives you the reason to replay it.
Yeah. Also, a pleasant surprise for me was that Ashley Tisdale is in it. I didn't know that going into it, which I was like, wow, this is definitely an upgrade from High School Musical. Like this is definitely a quick turnaround. Big different genre. But yeah, and I think also because we had the VO panel yesterday, which was great, and it just goes to show, right? Like the impact that video games are having. Hollywood stars coming in, lending their voice, lending their face, their acting, their skills to this, really bringing these characters to life is just going to add even more layers to this horror.
That's a huge thing. If you've never played before, performance capture is a huge deal for Supermassive. They go through, they use the facial animation. They want you to feel like you're watching a movie. So we will see soon enough how the Dark Pictures anthology pans out this time around with House of Ashes. But for now, let's toss it over to the one, the only, Jackie Jane.
Brothers in arms, or each man for himself. Survival depends on choice. Will you find the path to save everyone, or be lost in the darkness? I'm sorry, I'm just a little excited about this title. Dan, I saw you taking lots of notes. You were taking notes about the mechanics, actually, but I know you're really thrilled with the story as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I am here for this. So.
Well, I'm a big old history nerd, so I was super stoked to hear more about the setting. It's really tying in a lot of ancient lore about the Akkadian Empire. You have Naram Sin, this guy who declared himself like the god king of the Akkadian Empire and desecrated this temple, and now it's coming back to haunt us in modern day. It's also interesting to use the Iraq War as a setting. It is definitely a fraught time period and event during which to set a game, but also I think a rich sort of backdrop for horror into this setting, because you're tapping into sort of Mesopotamian mythology of Pazuzu, this king of wind demons who's tormenting all of these soldiers, and I'm really excited to see what they can do. Look, I told you I was taking notes, I did some research. I'm excited. I can't wait to experience all 60 death animations.
I know the 60 unique deaths. Okay, Avi Chan's face right now is just killing me. Avi, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that if I'm ever trapped in like a dark cave, I'm probably going to stick next to Dan because he understands what we should be doing. King of what now? You're looking up all this history on Pazuzu?
He's the king of wind demons. No big deal.
Come on, everybody knows that. I don't even know what the king of wind demons is. What was it?
Oh, he's Pazuzu.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You may remember him from The Exorcist as well.
Yes. Okay. Avi, you were obviously a big fan of the. Sorry, like Dan, just like I could go on. Exactly. I was like, okay. But Avi, we've been talking about Resident Evil Village like at length. We both like horror survival, but also like when someone's playing with us. And I thought that it's great that it's co-op, so we can be scared together while we play.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting behind Dan and watching him play, because that's exactly what I did with Until Dawn, because I'm like, cool, I can't hold a controller and, try to guide these teenagers to safety. I'm going to step on a branch and individually kill them all. But Dan was going into like the history of all of it, and I'm going as like, oh, 2003, that's a little too close. And I didn't pass all my history classes, but I hope that Pazuzu doesn't, pop up anywhere in a textbook. But something that was really interesting for me when we were going through the trailers and going through that little dev talk is that they showed us Pazuzu. They showed us the monster.
Okay, you know what? I'm stopping this.